Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. And look at that. We already got 33 people chilling up in here. So let's go ahead and get started and greet all of our Chinamembas. But first, we got to greet the first person that jumped in the room. So let's go all the way back here. And we got my man Z. I mean, you got a question mark there, right? Z was here first. Congratulations, Mr. Z. And you, sir, are due at least one high five. So, congratulations. You know how we get down. Welcome, Z, who is also a channel member. And then Un Segundo, come out in PLA, was second. Congrats, come out in PLA, also a channel member. So let's go ahead and get it popping. Let's see who else is here. So we got Z, we got come out in PLA, we got Kurt 24, who was like third, fourth, fifth, something like that. Third, let's call it third. Yeah, Z come out in PLA, and my man Kurt 24. Appreciate that. And Kurt 24 also just shared with me that Daddy Daughter Podcast just gave away one DLD channel membership. So hell yeah, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. That's awesome. Sorry, I didn't want to burp right into the microphone. But this Topo Chico be bubbly. All right. Thank you again, Daddy Daughter Podcast. I appreciate you. Also, a channel member. We got Boom Thumb McBangy Hand. McBang Hand. Bangy Hand. My man, another channel member. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. 717 Rider. What's up, brother? Appreciate you coming and kick it. Another channel member. We got Johnny Ba, my guy. Johnny Ba, good to see you. Another channel member. We have S. Armitage. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Another channel member. Dang old Matt, my guy Matt, who was just over in the Tactical Turkeys stream saying, Dark, is it going to be 10 p.m. Eastern or 10 p.m. Central tonight? It's a little after 10 Eastern. Appreciate it, though. Another channel member for show. We got Ron Wayne, my guy. What's up, brother? Another channel member. And of course, if we got Ron Wayne, we usually at least have Misty, Misdemeanor, Miss Wayne. So I'm sure I'll see you in just a second. All right, so Ron Wayne, another channel member. We got, let's see, Ron, Johnny, Boom Thung. Hey, Toy Town, my guy. What's up, brother? Another channel. Yeah, another channel member. My bad. I had to double check. I had to do a double take. When you click it, I can't see the green. You know what I'm saying? But Toy Town Inc. is indeed a channel member. I appreciate you. So who else? Johnny Barr, Ron Wayne, Kurt 24, not Ting Ting, Toy Town Inc. Jeez. S. Armitage, Johnny Barr. Let's see who else we got here. Dang old Matt come out in PLA, my guy who wanted to be super funny, and now it came right back at him. So you got to put your name on the package, Mr. Sir Tanley Not a Fed. Bro, the most creative name ever. Sir Tanley Not a Fed. That was great. USPS did not like that. So that ish was kicked back. But you know what? For you, bro, I'll cover the postage back to you. I think I can actually, if it gets kicked back, I think I can actually void the label and get the money back. So it shouldn't be a big deal. So I'll do that for you. I got you. All right, who else we got? 717 Rida. There she is, Misty, Misdemeanor, Miss Wayne, thinking back to the day that Flying Rich said, Ooh, that picture is sexy. A cartoon picture of a butterfly? Flying Rich, you freaking creep. And you said it in front of Ron Wayne. It's Misty Miss Wayne. Come on, man. Come on, Flying Rich. I saw him in here too. Great to see you. Daddy Daughter Podcast, my guy. Thank you so much for the gifted membership, man. You're the man. You're the man, and also a channel member. Appreciate you. Let's see. 717, Kurt 24, Misty, Armitage, Flying Rich. Oh, Flying Rich Firearms isn't a channel member. I guess Flying Rich on his regular A channel is a channel member. We got Johnny Ba, channel member. Mike McClune, my guy, channel member. And I don't know if you saw it, but in the last stream, I did shout you out because I think I missed you for giving away some channel memberships. And you are the man. And I'm grateful for you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you. And of course, he's a channel member. And also, we got my guy, BV Luminous, coming in with the Reap, also a channel member. Let's see, Misty, Ron, Z, come out in PLA, Armitage, Johnny Ba, Jiminy Crickets. I shouldn't leave y'all in here so long. Look at how much ish I got to go through here. West Eli, what's up, my guy? Another channel member. S. Armitage, Kurt 24, Johnny Ba, Ron Wayne, Nate D, my guy. What's up, brother? Great to see you. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Kurt 24, Ron Wayne, Nate D, channel member. Mike McClune, channel member. So 17. BV Agorizer, my brother, what's up, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. Another channel member. And Tuck Firance was actually just gifted a channel membership from Daddy Daughter Podcast. I appreciate you. I actually have my phone set up. Oh, thank you. Look at you guys liking the stream, hitting the heart. Whoever just hit the heart like 10 times, bro. Mad love, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Live life. What's up, my guy? Great to see you. Another channel member. And that looks super weird looking at myself doing the replay like this, because it looked dirty. It looked dirty. Too many choices. Another Chinamemba. Great to see you. Both live. Oh, and that looked even dirtier. Too many choices. Another Chinamemba. Now I see the heart button blowing up. That's great. Little laugh faces. Oh, this is cool. I should do this with mobile here more often, man. Boost Mobile, Cricket Mobile, or no, Cricket Wireless. All right, Live Life, Ron Wayne. Too many choices. We got Z, Card 24, Ron Wayne. Let me see. I want to make sure I don't miss nobody. Tuck Firance, now a Chinamemba. Goombeam, my guy. What's up, brother? You know how many Goombeams I got laid out here? I actually currently have a Goombeam on the floor right now. It fell and it almost hit my foot. It would have been a big ouchie. Slide Bite, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Another Chinamemba. Oh shucks, my chat just refreshed. Hold up. Agorizer, we got you. Goombeam, we got you. Slide Bite, we got you. Yep, Goombeam. Hold up. What would you do? Let's see. Goombeam. Aegis, the best in gun care. And by the way, I heard if you use code DARK with Aegis, that you do save 10% off of your total. And also, facts on this. I believe some people would say on God. Did you know that they're selling tester kits if you're just not sure for $11? I'm just saying, bro. Go get you some. Go get you some. All right. 11 doll hairs with 10% off when you use code DARK. Psh, psh. I'm just saying. Let's get that aerosol sound all up in there. All right, Kurt 24, Goombeam, Runway, Jenny Ba, Tuck Firance, Misty, all these channel members. Great to see all you guys. All right, I'm just looking through. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, my guy. Great to see you, man. Another channel member with one of the coolest names. And Chamber Defense, what's up, brother? Great to see you. Another channel member. Daddy Daughter Podcast, another channel member. JC9, my guy. What's up? Another channel member. Fluffy Bunny. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Also a channel member. Man, we're gonna have to roll credits here. It's so hard to keep up with all you guys that I'm gonna venture to guess that for a little tiny YouTube channel like myself, the ratio of channel memberships for a YouTube channel with 4,200, under 4,200 subscribers. This is nuts, man. You guys are incredible. I appreciate all the support. 100. On God, I believe they say. By they, I mean the new cool hip young kids. Certainly nothing. Night Custom Builds. What's up, brother? Great to see you. Another channel member. Isn't that great? Come on, PLA, Night Custom Builds. Oh dang, we got the glowy stickers up in here now. Man, I can actually see the emojis instead of just seeing the words written out. Isn't that crazy? Like, why would they do that? That's how YouTube goes. Dead ass. Okay, sometimes I do say dead ass. All right, our honorable mentions. We got JLM. We got G23. What up, homie? DTT. We got Chuck Norris Gun Club. What's up, brother? Yes, I just gave you a left-handed salute. I apologize. Hopefully my screen is mirrored and you can't see the disrespect. Let's see. We got JLM, Chuck Norris. We got, I saw a couple other in here. G23 and all you guys. Oh, Frag Out, my man. Great to see you, bro. My guy, Damien Christ, too. What up? Great to see you guys. And if you guys have not seen Frag Out Firearms, if you've not seen his Instagram, you better go and you better do something. Christy, just mentioning that she does work for Dick. She does. It's a constant exchange of her working for Dick. You gotta learn more about that. It's yeah, there's more to the story. Ron Bayer, what's up, brother? Another channel member. Great to see you. And we're about to go ahead and get it in. So some of you guys may have seen recently that Chamber Defense member for 4 months. Thanks for the gift, Chana member. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Hold on, did somebody else give away channel membership? I guess that was one you already had. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to keep a lookout for stuff like this. So great to see you guys all in here, man. This is awesome. So you guys may have seen that there's an optic company kind of blowing up all over the place. And you may know why, because this shit, once I finally got it in my hands, is fucking supreme. And we're about to talk about that pizza. So let's go ahead and bring on my guy. Senor Bub
Good evening, everyone.
from Gideon Optics. Good evening. How are you, sir?
Good evening. I'm pretty sure we just talked about somebody working for Dick, and then you said, "All right, let's get it in here."
Oh, I did do
I
that,
don't know
didn't
if it's get something like that. It was 30 seconds ago, but I was like, I got to remember that when he brings me in here.
That was the one thing that I did not say on purpose. That was the
No,
one
I could
joke
tell it was not
accident.
planned.
Yeah. Let's see if we can squeeze it in.
Thanks
Oh,
for having
man.
me. It's good to see you. It's good to
Yeah,
see all the
man.
channel members out there, man.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
I miss
Oh,
this. I'm not gonna lie. I often end up like, well, this show starts a little bit late as
yeah.
is expected. Actually, you can't start early from now on ever. I don't know
Well,
if you know that.
I mean, it's
Uh,
DLD after dark, you know.
I'm usually later than late because I get the notification and I'm like, I got 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden it's 10:30 and I'm finally jumping in. So like, I miss all those intros, man. That's really fun to watch. It's
Isn't it
really
great?
amazing. I'm sure that's why you've got so many channel members.
Yeah,
Is
you know,
because you show them respect and love like I don't see on any other channel.
it is I don't know, I'm just super grateful to have them, and I'm grateful to have you here as well. And I haven't seen you in a hot minute, and all the buzz going on about Gideon Optics and whatnot. Finally got one in my hands. I was like, man, we need to kind of get together and talk about this. And the coolest thing is that we're both rocking shoulder rigs today.
You got a classier one than I do. Yeah, for those of you who don't know this looks a little weird. This was like one of the first projects my little brother made. He was into custom leather work. He made holsters and shoulder rigs and all kinds of leather stuff
That's
for
awesome.
a few years. Yeah,
I would say that makes it cooler than mine, honestly.
it
Mine
is.
mine was probably made by a machine. Yours is made by a family member. So, what are you
This is
rocking on
my
it?
a P80.
Mr. Paul Morady.
I got that Paul on me. You know what it is.
That Paul on me, that Paul Wall. Nice, man. Hell yeah. You got to get it in. Yeah, there's been some kind of crazy stuff. I know we're not here for this, but
No,
isn't there
good.
some crazy stuff going on with like certain cities, towns, jurisdictions in Pennsylvania with some stuff being lawful, some not? Have you been tracking or following that at all?
I don't think we're doing that anymore, are we? I
I don't
mean,
know.
somebody tried a thing for a second time, I think.
I
I'm
could
not
be
sure
super late.
what I am tracking is you probably already heard the stuff that got kicked up to the SCOTUS today, right? Or ATF is trying to kick to the SCOTUS.
Yeah, I heard they're trying to
Yeah.
kick it up. It's crazy, man. It's
I didn't get
crazy.
too excited when that first one dropped a couple weeks ago. It's like, they're not really just going to let, I mean, they're just not going to let a district judge just do that and not. So this is where it's
Yeah.
kind of coming. But I'm excited. It's all happening fast. I think it's almost over.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that we would be this far in less than a year.
Less than a year.
The
Yeah.
first rule came out August 20 something, right? So like for this to be at this point is crazy. I just want to shout out too, by the way, Come Out in PLA gifted 5 channel memberships. So blessing us with more channel members. I think you guys just love hearing me say channel member at the beginning.
There's
And
probably a pool going somewhere that somebody's taking bets. Somebody's got a grid. Somebody's buying boxes on how many they can get before the end of 2023. So basically, if you got $100 in the pool and you spend whatever $10 buying channel memberships.
Yeah, that's a good call. You're giving them ideas. That's actually a pretty damn good
How many they can get you to say at the beginning of a show. Yeah.
Facts. That's a good idea. And then 717 Rider was like, I could show him up, and then gifted another 5 channel memberships, man. Thank you guys. Y'all are awesome. Love all y'all. Love all y'all.
Wow.
Now, for the people here that are here that don't know who you are, let them know, a little bit about who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
Does anybody not know who I am by now?
You
Certainly
know,
nobody here. I'm Bob.
sometimes
I
it's
was
Bob.
I still am Putang clan, right? So I still am Putang, and I'm Oliver
Sure.
Drabington, and I'm Bobby Millimeter. And now I'm Putin. I don't remember. I actually think I was on another podcast within the last 4 to 6 weeks, and somebody commented that should be a name, not that it should be my name. I don't know what we were talking about,
But just
you know
a
what?
name.
It should be someone's name, and I went and looked, and it wasn't taken. I was like, well, yeah, I'll be Putin. That's a natural progression from Putang. Anyway, with JSD Supply, right? Patmos Arms, and now coming at you from Gideon Optics.
Hell yeah.
And we're excited to be here, and we're excited to, I might as well roll into what we're doing, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
why we're here, because I'm
Go
assuming
ahead.
there's at least one person out there. It's like, man, we don't need any more optics, dog. I'm flooded. There's so many names. Some of them I can't pronounce out there. Nobody needs more red dots. So
Yeah.
what we saw, and you're familiar with the Patmos Arms stuff, right? So when
Yep.
Patmos Arms, when that brand, right, when that whole line started, what is it? Maybe not quite 10 years ago now. The space, right, that Mr. Jordan saw, and that we all now look for and believe in, right? The space he saw was, there's nobody doing this right here. So can we have the quality match what these guys are charging this amount for? Right? If that makes sense, and finding the right suppliers, the right materials, doing whatever, or cutting out overhead. Can we get to this price and make it available to more people?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're doing here, right? We're not the absolute cheapest, but we're everything, right? 7075 aluminum, IPX7 waterproof. We're everything you expect to pay this much for. Right? And we dug into it and found the right people, the right things. And we're, instead of being up here, everything you'd get here, right down here.
Yeah, I was actually really impressed. Yeah, I know I mentioned this to you, and some of the folks on my channel may have already heard this, but I mean, let me back up a little bit. I got a bunch of different optics. I actually got optics sitting around that I haven't even put on stuff because I'm just like, optics are all over the place. You get them in trades, you buy them, and all that, and I wasn't in search for another optic, but when I look through an optic, I see kind of like a starburst, right? Like almost like if it was like a red dot, but instead of being a red dot, it was like a question mark. Like I kind of felt like I was just looking at this like like a starburst, right? Like a big old comet instead of a 3 MOA dot. And I kind of expect that when I look through optics. So then I started to, hey, Daddy Daughter Podcast just gave another channel membership, man. Thank you guys. Y'all are awesome. So when I started looking through, different optics, and I'm seeing like, okay, some are kind of different splotches, a little different splotch here, then I looked through an EOTech, right? And it was like, oh, we got these crazy like laser emitters and all this, and that's why the guy basically diagnosed me with what do you call it?
Astigmatism.
Yeah, stigmatism.
I'm convinced that almost everyone has one. I've developed one apparently because I can't use dots anymore either. I see just a little bit of a star, and you're absolutely right. That's the direction you're going. I've gone almost exclusively to circle dots.
Yeah,
because whatever it is, the way the light is, I don't know if it's because it's not in such a small spot or the way it projects it onto the lens.
it could.
I can see that crystal clear. Whereas with the dot, to not get a real bad starburst, I had to turn my brightness all the way down. I kind of fought that. I could still use them, but it always felt a little weird to me. But I also didn't used to see like stars off of taillights in the dark, especially when it's raining. That's just development for me in the last couple of years. When I'm driving and I see other cars, all of a sudden it was like, why are all these, every time somebody pumped their brakes, the bright light especially, I'd see a big red stars coming off the back of the car.
Wow.
I think it's astigmatism.
Yeah, that it could be. And I think that it's probably something that I've developed too, as I get a little bit older. But man, when I grabbed it, so I got the Alpha, the Gideon Optics Alpha, and I was expecting just another red dot. But when I took it out, it was first off, it was a green dot. Secondly, it is the actually EOTech style reticle. I hate to call it that, but it's
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
fair.
circle and a dot. Now you got your cootie shot. And I don't know if, let me see if I can get a good focus. It may just show up as a blob instead of the circle reticle with the dot, but let's see if we can do this here. Let's see if we can get, oh, it's kind of showing up
It's not
there.
showing up too bad. Yeah, it looks super tiny, right? It looks a lot bigger in real life when you're holding it out at arm's length. But no,
Oh
you
yeah.
did.
So I
Yeah,
just did full screen on my computer, and you can definitely see like the full crosshair. I don't know why I'm moving it like that. Jiminy Crickets.
I like it.
Yeah, it's super
It's
crisp.
it's freaking me out. I feel like doing the robot.
Dude, the the crazy thing is, like, instead of looking at like a $500 laser emitter and stuff like that, you have something that's sub $200 that is built with the same 7075 aluminum with just the most crisp. And I'm not just, and I said even backstage, I was like, I'm not just sucking you off, but this is just like the most crisp reticle that I have on any of my dots out of an RMR, which, let's be honest, they're known for rigidity, not their clarity of dots.
Right? They're not, and they're great optics, but yeah,
Yeah,
right there.
yeah,
All their
incredible.
all their
Yeah,
effort was into the dome, right?
yep. And the mediator is badass. Yeah, that thing looks fresh. John Crump, thank you for the member chat. Appreciate that. And we're going to talk about that too. But yeah, I mean, looking at, okay, I could get it for the cost sub $200 to get clarity like that is crazy. So because I could just throw it on a pistol and whatnot, but honestly, I want to throw this on my Mossberg 12 gauge. You think it'll do okay with that?
Do it. You know what? I think I've seen more pictures, and I guess it's our fault for including the Picatinny rail adapter with all the pistol dots, right? So the pistol dots is what's sold the most, and the mediator we didn't even have enough in stock to sell until recently. But I've gotten more pictures from customers and friends or whatever. Hey, look what I did with my Alpha or my Omega, and most of them are on top of like a PCC. I see them on a lot of Mac builds, a lot of prints.
Oh, nice.
Apparently, and it looks pretty dope on there. No, man,
Hell yeah.
you're not crazy. It should go on there. Somebody, probably wasn't somebody in here. Maybe it was Dorian Crump's show. I don't know. I told somebody to go put it on a lever gun. I can't remember where I was or who I was talking to. I believe it was on a camera.
That'd be dope.
Like, will it hold up to this? I was like, yeah, it will. And would you go put it on there and shoot it and call me if it breaks? I haven't heard from them. I didn't know if maybe it's because nothing happened or they never did it. They're like, will it? I was like, yeah, it will. And I want you to go prove it. I don't want you to believe me.
You know what? I will do the same thing. I'll run it on some different stuff, but I'll definitely throw it on the 12 gauge and kind of see how it does there. So
what do you
talk about
expect them to do? Have you had ones break on a 12 gauge before?
So
Is there like is this for science? Have you busted optics on a 12 gauge before or what?
not specifically me, but there are a couple things. It will likely hold up without any problem. Most of like the earlier Burris fast fires were very popular on 12 gauge shotguns. More so only because they came out with this mount that goes between the stock and the receiver. So you kind of screw it on like the old school AK kind of style. Screw it on over a grip or whatever. But that's kind of where those was called the speed dot. And after a while, it's heavy recoil if it's a manual pump, and you're taking all the recoil kind of like a bolt gun. There's no action to kind of eat up the recoil. So what I've learned is kind of in the dot game is two things that dots don't really love is, and the true testament of a dot is, will it work on a pump shotgun and will it work on a semi-automatic 10 millimeter? And that's a good way to, because it's a lot of pressure and a lot of shock.
Sorry. Yes, I'm looking away from the camera and scribbling.
Yeah, no, that's great notes to take.
Because you brought that up. And was that a 10 millimeter? I believe it was. Or was it the 9? I think it was the 10. Is it broke? So we were at GunCon. Excuse me. We got got a few. I forget the Matador Arms guys, High Point. I forget who else. There was somebody else, right? And just walked around because there were a lot of YouTubers and things there as well. But there were a lot of companies, and it wasn't necessarily casual, right? But it was outside, right? It was a kind of a smallish range day. I think there was like 4 bays. There might have been 20 vendors there.
Yeah.
So we wandered around and asked if any of the vendors wanted to try one on them. And High Point had their little like bolt into the top red dot mount for their 10 millimeter.
Oh, nice.
And we put it on there, and I stopped back to talk to them like twice, and it was still doing fine. But I didn't really think 10 millimeter. I mean, I've shot 10 millimeter, and it's a round, right? Yeah. It's stout. But it didn't occur to me that until you just said that, maybe I should be checking back in with them to see if they're still shooting it on there. Yeah, we took a rock and bolted it straight up. I had a little bore sighter there to get it about in. Nice. And then they, what do they call their 10 millimeter? I forget. Flying Rich has one. Flying Rich, what's the model number of the High Point 10 millimeter?
That's the, I believe, funny enough, I believe it's still technically a yeet cannon, but it's the 10 millimeter threaded with the, with the red dot rail on it. But here, look, if you look through like YouTube and stuff, you'll actually see some people have dubbed semi-automatic 10 millimeters, like the new FN 510. I got one of those bad boys right here. And Glock 20s and Glock 40s, the Hollow Sun killer. And Hollow Sun has openly said, and I'm sorry to just keep bringing up other companies, but I think it's important as we kind of have the conversation that they claim that a 507C can withstand up to 8,000 G's of force, which is absolutely insane. But 10 millimeters are killing them, and there's a bunch of YouTube videos out there, and I think it's I think it may be able to withstand that once, but the continued high pressure, hard hitting of the slide, and maybe the fact that like a shotgun, for an example, manual pump shotgun doesn't have a system kind of eating up a lot of that recoil,
right. Yeah, they'll take a lot, man. Yeah, I'm surprised how well I've ripped one apart, or ripped one most of the way apart, and I'm surprised like the waterproofness, right? Because when you look down in there behind the lens, you can see that little LED, right? You can see part of the cable that's down there.
Yeah.
If you look at it at the right angle, you can see the guts in there. I'm like, there's no way this is waterproof, right? So it stood an hour for the rain, and it was fine. And I'd never waterproof tested any of my optics, right? Whether they say that they're waterproof or not.
Yeah, I was really surprised. That video you posted, you really beat the shit out of that thing.
I didn't expect it to come out of the water like that, I guess. But then again, like I said, I ripped one off and just trying to get through the bottom to get into the guts was pretty amazing. There's like a metal plate with rubber sealant underneath it with a sealant layer on top of it.
Yeah,
they're built really well. And I don't know, they must be using epoxy or something on that glass. And I didn't realize there were like multiple layers to the glass.
Oh, really?
I busted that. I don't know. I couldn't tell you how many layers. I mean, I'm not the engineer, but when they say like multi-coated glass, or maybe that's just the coating. But I mean, you probably watched some of that video. I was surprised that I broke whatever layer was in the back first, and the front was completely intact, and everything worked fine.
Yeah, I think I thought I saw, maybe, did you do more than one video on it, on the water? Because you were out in the rain shooting it, testing.
Oh no, you didn't see the second one yet then. No, that's good.
Okay, yeah, no, I only saw the first one.
I really broke it. Oh shit, it's still on a gun. I can't pick it up.
Isn't that funny how this
I've got it back here in the pistol bag right now, because now that I broke an Omega. And I was going to do the Alpha next. That's what the people want. So I guess I'll do the Alpha next. I want to do the Rock. The Rock is my favorite, I think. Don't ask me why, but I've used them all. I want to try to break the Rock because it's kind of the hold on. Well, because I like it the most.
John Crump said, oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's the thickest of the housings, if that makes sense. It's kind of a little RMR clone looking, John.
I do like that. Is that that's the RMR footprint, right? Not the RMSE.
Yeah. Everything is RMR footprint, right? The Omega, the Alpha, the Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, the Judge is the only RMSC footprint one we have. Sorry.
Gotcha.
I don't think I can get. Do I even have the light turned on?
Aim it down a little bit. I think I saw it. Or maybe that was just a reflection of your
Anyway, it's
back.
the same reticle that you already showed. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Just want
that's
to kind
cool.
of show the format of the footprint.
I mean, we could. First off, I love that you guys actually include a Picatinny rail because a lot of companies used to do that and then stopped because they're dirt bags. But you guys actually include it, and I love that because my first thought was, "Hey, I'm not going to throw this one on a pistol," and it's a really good looking dot, and that reticle is just like the clarity with that is nuts, and you can have it to where it's like pretty bright. Hey, T for Tejas, John Crump live. I'll hit your comment in a second. All you guys, great to see you guys. Um, it's a good looking dot, and I would love to rock it on a pistol. And I'm actually surprised and impressed that you guys went with 7075 aluminum and not the typical 6061. But you guys kind of hit it out of the park with this, man. It's freaky fresh, man.
I'll be honest with you. There wasn't any price, right? Wasn't any cost to consumer to be subtracted out by going any cheaper with the material. But you're absolutely right. 7075 is
Really?
kind of the standard, right? For optics. Yeah. I mean, why cut anywhere there isn't anywhere to be cut, if that makes sense?
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
If there's not
Yeah.
a benefit, I guess. Yeah, it was all cost benefit. You know what I mean? I mean, Jordan's the brains. He does all the math and says, okay, does all the math, finds the suppliers. He figures it, like, he knows before he decides to do something. He's got it mathed out. Like, yes, we can be at this price point that I believe will let more people have access to this product. And obviously, we'll get us stuff flying out the door.
To be at under $200 for something like this with a Picatinny mount, let's talk about some of the features too. Auto shut off and auto on, and it's not crazy sensitive like some. If you just kind of, if there's any vibration near it, it'll turn on. This, you actually gotta, you gotta
It's
touch it a
pretty
little bit.
sensitive. See, I thought you were going to say the opposite because I had one of the first ones off the line. I
Mm-hmm.
had sitting on my desk, right, and I thought we were doing not motion activated and some
Mm-hmm.
motion activated. Right, I thought we were going to have two different models depending on what people wanted. He said, no, they're all motion activated. I said, no, mine never turns off. So I hadn't even realized it. I'd walk in here and there's a little shelf right above my keyboard. I walk in here and I set my drink down and my coffee in my hands. About the time I do that, the light was already
It
on.
was
I'm like,
on.
oh, that thing never turned on. It never turned off.
Yeah,
I had
some
to
of
kind of
them.
like consciously walk in instead of just chucking all my stuff on the desk like I usually do.
Yeah,
But that's probably a pretty significant vibration.
yeah, it could be. Maybe there's. I haven't really put a lot of testing into it. I just kind of, looked at it a little bit and, kind of put my hand like around it and tapped and kind of just to see what it would do. Some are just like so incredibly sensitive that they're on. It feels like for no reason.
Right.
So John Crump says my mediator worked on my 416 SOCOM. Did you mean 458 SOCOM? Or are you talking like a 416, like a HK clone or something,
He said
John?
what he said. Don't
Yeah.
question the Crump, man. Come
God, I
on.
know.
I didn't
What am
come
I
here to sit here
thinking?
and watch you question the Crump. This place,
What is this?
kind of fresh hell
God.
have you brought me to? Yeah. John Crump. What's up, John?
And somebody else said, let me see, I gotta figure out where it is. Did a 2-mile hike through a rainforest in the mountains with the optic? Green dot or red dot, which is better? Martin Kaminsky, good to see you.
You gotta decide that for yourself, man. Honestly, I was, and I guess I'm old enough to have been around when green first hit the market. I was like, wow, green's the best. I need green for everything.
Yeah.
But it does really depend on your environment.
Yep.
Like here, there's a lot of woods here, right? I spent some time in the woods and there is a lot of green, but mostly I'm underneath of that canopy, if that makes sense, right? And our forest is mostly tall trees. There's not a lot of vines. So I'm mostly brown backgrounds and I do prefer the green.
Okay.
But if your background was primarily green, I would say the red is going to show up quicker and faster for you. I still prefer the green, but it really, some people's eyes pick up better as well.
Yeah, and the one thing I do like is that I feel like, and I don't have a whole lot of real world testing outdoors with it. I lost my access to it, an outdoor range that I helped build My buddy sold his property before I started really getting into dots, and but from what I've done, like with indoor ranges and stuff, and some outdoor shooting, I do tend to pick up green better. But I run both. The benefit, in my opinion, to green is that it doesn't wash out as easily if you end up transitioning to a brighter backdrop. The green doesn't wash out as easily, whereas like a red dot, depending on the brightness level, could wash out a little bit, sooner on a lower setting.
Agree.
You know,
Agree.
but yeah, that's definitely like a kind of a personal thing. You just got to make the call. I've gotten both. I don't know if I have a true preference.
Yeah, I think I lean green, but
You lean green.
yeah, I could do either one.
Who's Eileen?
I could do what?
I said, who's
Who's
Eileen?
Eileen?
Eileen Green.
Forget about it.
Now you guys have, and I'll pull up some of these models. You guys have a new one. I don't even know if it's available yet. Is that the Mediator is the enclosed one, right?
Yeah, that's correct. It's what that comes with a riser mount, right? So it looks more like what we're expecting after traditional red dot, but fits most acro footprints as well. So if you take that off, nope, I can't touch that gun. I've got a Revelation 34 over here that I got the Strike Industries plate.
Yes.
Right, because it's RMR cut. It was $49.95. It was the cheapest adapter plate, and it's actually really, really nice. The screws came pre-Loctited and had a little bottle of Loctite in there, and had the tool and everything.
Yeah,
They did
that's
a heck of a
solid.
job. That SI RMR to acro plate will do until we make our own. We are going to make the plates as well, right? So it's
you're
not
gonna.
to say, yeah, we're not taking the pick rail adapter out. But yeah, that's the next thing, because that's what people ask, man. Either they want to put the RMR on an RMSC or that, right? If we're kind of gonna have at least one, maybe two of that acro footprint enclosed emitter, right? That's
a
red dot on a riser, or take that off, and if it's an acro footprint. So we definitely want to be able to adapt that footprint to more slides that are already cut, right? People have what Delta Point Pro cuts an RMR or an RMSC. We want you to be able to fit that on more things. So yeah, we're gonna eventually, I'll hope by Christmas.
Oh, nice.
That's secondary. Well, not secondary. We're working that at the same time as working on the Prism. That should be by Halloween.
Oh, what?
Yeah, 1X Prism. You know what I'm talking about, with the reticle that's etched on there, so even when the illumination's off, you still see it.
Yeah.
It's not going to quite be as low price as everything we got here. You're not going to be getting that at 200, but it's not going to be too much higher.
Yeah, I mean that's that would be a killer if it's sub 300. I mean that would blow up in the market. And I think the cool thing is that, I'm obviously I have nothing to do with you guys setting prices. I'm just I'm just saying. But a couple things. One, I love the fact that in the enclosed emitter that it's an acro setup, because one, they sell a lot of slides that are that have an acro mount milled into it. They're some of the higher end ones, but then also, like you said, the Strike Industries RMR to acro plate is dope, and it's $50. It's a great value, and you guys are working on your own, which is awesome. And then I'm thinking, even though the size is a little bit big, I'm thinking the acro mount enclosed optic is like the optic of the future.
It might be. It's not really that much larger, man. It is heavier. I think that's the only drawback that it has. But we're also looking at some other enclosed options that are going to be a little bit smaller. I'm not going to put dates on those. The Prism is the next thing. The 1X Prism rifle optic will be the next thing that we drop.
Nice.
We're looking at smaller enclosed ones. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Maybe a little bit smaller. I think we're going to find ways to put that in a sexier package, I guess. Right.
Yeah.
But I think you might be right. I think you're onto something. I think eventually, now it'll take years, right? And the faster we get there, maybe the faster everybody else's costs will come down. But those smaller enclosed optics, yeah, I think, maybe it's 3 years from now, maybe it's 5 years from now, everything will be enclosed.
Dude,
once that technology, and it has a lot to do with doing that small, right? So there's like EPS sizes, right? Is what we're trying to do. It's difficult to coat the glass. I don't know what I want to say, in that small of an area, and not get some bad action, some bad reflection off the back glass or something like that. I'm not an engineer, but apparently it's incredibly difficult to get the right coatings, the right angles for both of those lenses. So I understand the cost, I guess, right? The few that are on the market right now. I know why they cost what they cost, because it's challenging.
Yeah. I mean, the benefits of a closed emitter system is definitely, I mean, it's great. Super, super rugged designs, and your the mediator, the current enclosed optic you guys have is also sub $200, 199, right?
Mediator's 229 right now.
Oh,
It's 230.
that's right. That's right. It's on sale actually.
It'll be what, 210 right now? Oh wait, we didn't even say that yet. Go ahead.
Oh, that's right. We didn't say it yet. We need to talk
What
more.
literally just happened before the show started. Don't
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah,
If you
don't
like
leave.
saving dollars,
Yeah.
don't leave.
Johnny Barr has a question. I know green lasers are affected by extreme cold weather. Is it the same with green dot optics? DLD After Dark. Not that I know of. I haven't experienced that, but I have not. I don't even think I could really speak on that personally.
I don't, not that I'm aware of, and it'll probably take me way too long to get around to the video because I got to break at least. I got to break an alpha or a rock before I start freezing things. But I am gonna put things in the freezer and see if they come out still working. Right? If taking them out of the extreme cold, right? Leaving them in the freezer for a half hour or however long. Is half hour long enough? Do you think? How long does it take to make ice cubes? How long do I need to leave that in there?
I think a half hour would be good. I think, putting a tiny little, like a literal drop of water on the top of the aluminum, kind of using that as like you know,
Yeah.
um,
I guess I
spot
could I could put ice cubes in with it. I could just do it at the same time. I could put a rack of ice cubes in the and the weapon in there. Yeah, I want to drag it out of there and take it into some. So I got to do it before summer's over. Even up here in PA, it's been over high 80s into the 90s and humid. So I got to get to that pretty quick because I want to go sub freezing, immediately to at least 80 or 90 degrees and shoot it. That makes sense. I don't expect it to, but to see, does something become brittle?
So the only thing that I know of for sure that's impacted by cold weather is batteries. And
I thought they got more better in the cold.
From what I understand,
or is that film? I'm that
lithium
old.
batteries are almost completely drained when they're in. Now I think it's got to be like sub-zero temperature, but like if you ever walk in an area that is like, so I went to this ice museum, right, where and Rich, I see your super chat, I'll get it in just a sec. And they have like all these frozen sculptures and shit all over the place, and it was like sub-zero. You had to get like a big old Eskimo setup on the walkthrough, right? And we're walking through, and they told everyone like, hey guys, don't be alarmed. When you walk through, your phone is going to literally die. It will drain battery right away, and anything else that has like a lithium battery in it, it will just go away. But when you get back out into the normal temperature, it'll kind of go back up. So there may be a little bit of a time of like course correction.
I'm excited now. I might put that in. I'm going to put that in front of the other breakage test because now I really have to know. I got to know. I didn't know there was like some real science we're challenging here, or that we're going to see what happens. Right? I'm very curious to yank that thing out of there and see if it's not on at all and how fast it comes back if it isn't on at all. It's pretty thrilling.
If you want, I'd be down to do it. I got a freezer. I do have a freezer.
Well, technically, the 3-year warranty doesn't normally cover intentional damage, but I'll authorize this experiment. If you break that thing, I'll send you another one. Now, our 3-year warranty does cover breakage, but not intentional. Awesome. So if you do something intentional, make it look good, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody's out there breaking optics on purpose, are they? Besides guys like me and you.
I mean, there was one guy who used to do. I mean, he did great. I forgot the name. Guys in chat, y'all know everybody in YouTube. So if you remember the name of the guy, he used to run. I mean, he got like a 508T and broke it in like the first like 200 rounds, and he was like slamming it on a 2x4 to clear malfunctions in a rack, the slide, and the glass broke. And he was like, "It's trash." I was like, "No, what?" 7 of Sage Dynamics. That's who it was. Sage. That guy, man, I have never seen anyone be so fucking disrespectful to optics in my life.
Oh, he's who I stole most, not the format, but like the general direction I wanted to go for that second one where I broke the Omega.
Oh, okay.
I kind of stole it from him.
I'll
He
have to
doesn't do
check
the
out.
water, but the racking part, which seems silly to me. I was like, of course it's going to hold up to that. And I was like, but
Well, so a
it's
lot.
worth doing. So I did. I banged it off a post. What ended up being, I banged it off a post 60 times and then fired it to make sure it still held 0.
Nice.
And
Hell
then
yeah.
finally dropped it on a rock and cracked the glass. So from like
Oh,
3 feet up, I cracked that. That's what I was talking about earlier, how the
yeah.
back glass layer cracked, but the front didn't. So from 3 feet on the Omega, the big round window, I cracked just the back glass. And then at
And
6
still
feet,
usable.
yeah, well, at 6 feet, I broke all the glass. So like the
Oh,
pieces in the sides came out. It was just like this glass still glued in at the bottom and glued in at the top. And I
wow.
could still see the reticle, and it looked like it was still lined up generally with my irons. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go see if this works. Now, luckily, I was wearing glasses because more glass like bits of glass flew out of it as I shot
Dang.
it. But I still shot a decent group at 10 yards. Yeah, so it's technically still usable, I guess, if that makes sense. Like if I had fallen 6 feet on my head and the optic on its head and got up, I still would have been able to put down a bad guy if I needed to.
Dude, that's impressive. And to see it lose, what, 2/3 of the glass and still be able to run, like that's pretty damn impressive.
I actually expected some electronics to be damaged when it went that 6 foot, right? When I knew it hit
Yeah.
hard enough to like crush part of the hood, and saw that much glass fall, I was like, well, I had to have done something inside. There's no way that tiny cable and that little LED and all those little traces and connections underneath of there, even to the battery, there's no way all that's still working.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys got a lot of great people. I had known Mike for a couple years. He's a really good guy, smart as shit. And you, Jordan, whoever else y'all got behind the scenes, you guys are doing a great job.
Dude, Mike's a champion, man.
Yeah.
He's a couple years older than I am, and he is out shooting constantly.
Yeah.
He doesn't make silly videos like I do all the time. He will eventually, but he's always shooting, man. Anytime he's responding to email or we talk to him, almost always he just got done shooting. He lives in Texas too. So it's like a screenshot and then like a video of him shooting one day. He's like, well, it's 107 in the shade today. But I'm out here with the Omega, putting some more rounds down.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's been 100 degrees up here. It was like 90 something, almost 100 degrees today. Flying Rich Firearms with the $2 super chat. Thank you. He, of course, is asking non-Gideon questions.
I need to give Rich his $2 back. I don't want to talk about him. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I don't know that officially, right? We were waiting to hear some things, and then somebody came out with a very similar product. We still probably will eventually, but that's definitely on the back burner for me while we're doing this right now. We're also waiting for a couple other things to come through, and we're also, never mind. I don't know, man. 2025 is what I'm going to tell Rich now.
Dang.
Just for Rich. Everybody else, 2024.
But June 2025, right?
It's always June.
It's got to be June. Just keep an eye out for June, guys. Okay. John Crump live with a super chat. Does not have to be sub-zero to kill batteries. Okay, so just cold in general.
We're still gonna do it. I mean, we just want to freeze some stuff, John. But I appreciate the science. I believe him. He's probably right. Yeah,
I believe him. And not only is he just a remarkably intelligent man, he also has the power of Uncle Google. So, trust him, guys.
If Google and John Crump gave me two different answers, I'd believe John Crump.
Yeah, I agree. Mostly.
Put that out there. Yeah.
Mostly.
No, always. And even if he was wrong, I don't care. Even if somebody told me, I'll fight you. I'll fight over that shit.
Dude, Taco, I just noticed that you changed your effing name to Taco Send a Kit, which is so his name was Taco Syndicate like SYN. Did you hear me talking
Right.
about that one night?
No.
Oh my god. Okay, so it was Taco Syndicate, like SYNDIC, like Syndicate, right?
Yeah.
And I was like greeting everybody, greeting all the channel members, and I was like, Taco, I got a great idea for you. Here's a business proposition, right? I may as well have like written up a whole business pro forma. I was like, okay, Taco Syndicate, what you need to do is create a business and call it Taco Send a Kit, right? And make it like Blue Apron, where you send prepackaged tacos out to people where they get to make their own taco, but you call it Taco Syndicate and your taco syndicate, right? And it, right? Just and here he is changing his name to Taco Send a
It's
Kit.
brilliant.
Fucking
Brilliant.
brilliant, right? See how this
I want to
works?
do it now, but how do those places keep the meat fresh?
You know,
I've never ordered from one. I've never done a whatever one of those, prepackaged meal things. How do they keep the meat from going bad?
the
I'm
whole
weird about
thing,
meat.
they send the shit with like frozen dry ice and like freezer packs and crazy stuff. Like when you get it and open it, it's like you see steam coming out from all the frozen cold stuff. It's pretty nuts, man. It's
Wow.
yeah, the first one I got, I did it with my wife like a long time ago, and I also, ordered from Blue Apron with my wife a long time ago. And I opened it up and we did the whole thing, and I mean the meal turned out perfect, but I was like, fuck this, $60 for this shit. Like, I'm not doing that shit.
Oh, it's not real meat. Taco Syndicate says, you know what?
I believe that too.
Yeah, let's just go with more of a bargain option. So like some of the stuff can be semi-fresh, so it'll keep, but let's just send canned stuff, man. Like have a spam taco syndicate and
Yes.
I've been known to eat the chicken out of a can, man, to like make myself some chicken salad for sandwiches for lunch for the week.
Yeah,
So
do it
can of
up.
chicken, can of tuna, can of chili. You can have a
Hmm.
chili taco syndicate, and we're
Some
just
pinto beans, some black beans,
cutting that out. Oh, it's brilliant.
freeze dried cheese
I
or
want to
something.
invest. Where do I sign up? I don't got a lot of money, but I'm trying to invest in this taco
Hey,
syndicate.
I'm
Okay,
down, man. We need to have a business meeting after this.
taco
Woo,
send a kit.
right?
Yeah, I'm writing
He's
just writing this.
literally, you're gonna get
You
a
never
taco
know. You never
syndicate.
know, man. If I could, I'm
I
telling
heard
you,
if
we
you
can do
order,
this. You get the Fritos in bulk or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be a taco. You just do it like kind of like a walking taco, if that makes sense. We got your
yeah,
snack,
yeah.
your little snack size Cool Ranch Doritos. We have all different flavors. We got mix and match. We're gonna have drop downs. I want the chicken Cool Ranch,
Oh, yeah,
with the flaming hot Cheetos, right? Add on.
yeah.
That's an extra little bump for
It's
the
funny, by the end of
Cheetos.
this, we're talking about like Putang is like Bob is like, we're just basically sending them a bag of fucking snacks. It's like I want the Fritos with Cool Ranch Doritos. It's like if you got the munchies, Taco Syndicate is where it's at in Bob's head. All right. Integrity
Oh,
Firearms, bro. Thank you so much for the super sticker, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Now more than ever. We'll save the reason for another stream, but I appreciate you guys.
do I have an air
Let's
mattress at
see.
the office? Oh, sorry. No, you didn't get that one yet. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Flying Rich Firearms, $2 super chat. Thank you. Bob, do you have an air mattress at the office?
No, but this is a relatively comfy, barely 6 foot long futon behind me. I think it was all of it was the cheapest one I could get. I think it was like $89.97 when we first moved into these offices. I was like, well, right? That's why I'm on coffee. For sure, no alcohol because I got 67 miles to drive once I get done tonight. I just kind of stayed after everything else I had to do at the office, but to get back home, so you know what? Sometimes I'm going to need to crash here.
Oh, so you're not at the Putang Garage. You're still at the office?
Yeah, I'm working on the Putang Garage. Actually, I decided I want to like make an actual space for doing this kind of stuff down there.
Nice.
What do I got to do next week? I finally got to rip the garage door off. I'm putting like a wall and a real, door. And I need an external outlet. I want to be able to plug stuff in the yard without running an extension cable from the side of the house. So
Yeah.
I've got half of the framing up. I'm making a little studio.
That's a big deal. That's pretty awesome.
It's not as expensive as I thought either. I think I'm only a few $100 in so far. I got a
Nice.
good deal on the door because I need a smaller door than apparently anybody else wanted. So I believe I've got one of the last two 78 by 36 exterior doors. Maybe on the planet that isn't that's the size for a trailer door. So I went looking for like this exact hole, and I knew it was shorter than a regular door.
Yeah.
There was 2 at Home Depot, and then there was a bunch of like trailer doors, like the aluminum kind. Not there's anything wrong with trailer doors, but my wife would probably kill me if that's the exterior door I put on the back of the building, right?
Yeah,
His friends over or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's one of the last 2. I couldn't find one anywhere else, and they only had it right hand in swing because it can in swing 2 different ways. But anyway.
Oh no shit, Agorizer. Oh, Gerchop would also like you to say hello to him.
Who? It's Gerchop.
It's Gerchop.
It's Gerchop.
The Gerchop.
Did I do that right?
Yeah, he does like things like 38 Super. He hoops his paperwork. I'm just kidding. That's a jail joke. Hold on. So Agorizer won the DLD After Dark. I want to give Bob a big thanks for having a giveaway and sending out my new judge. Which giveaway?
On John Crump Live. Do you have the thing where you do the hashtags or not? Do you know how
to
do that?
Yeah, do I do the thing. Yeah.
Damn it, Agorizer. He needs to.
So I give away
channel membership. I need him to not be on the screen. I'm just kidding. We'll,
I give away things like this. I give away 2 OTF razor knives.
Here, you can. Yeah, somebody can have this red rock.
Are you serious? You want to do one right now?
Yeah, I was just fingering. I'm going to kiss it too. You do the hashtag
thing? Wow, I can do the hashtag thing. And you know what? Let's do this, because we were also gonna I was gonna kind of roll through and look at some of the things to show them all the sexy pictures. But another thing, we got like 60 people in here, and it's a perfect time for a giveaway. And I thank you for that. I'm super grateful. That's awesome. But also,
I did want to read something. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good.
No, I eventually want to. I think it was Ron Wayne that brought up a John Crump show too. I did want to read one of these warnings. Should I do it now, or should I do it later before I put this book back in here? Because I kissed it, I wrapped it all fresh in the bed. Hold on,
you got to read it now, right?
Okay, yeah. I think it was Ron Wayne that brought it up, and I was like, I don't know, I didn't write it. I never read that manual. If you say it, so the first warning, right under warnings, number 1: do not observe the sun directly while looking through the optic. The lens coatings are not dark enough to prevent damage to your eyes if you look directly at the sun. And that's your public safety announcements for today, boys and girls. No, I'm just kidding. I got to seal that juicy.
Wow, that's what
juicy lips in there.
It does say that. That's the first warning in here. And if you guys are using Gideon Optics as sunglasses, then you may you may have something wrong with you. Never put this product in a place close to. Yeah, you don't cook Cerakote on this shit.
Don't cook you probably could, but I mean it's just a general warning, if that makes sense. Like you don't want to leave it on the stove.
More of a liability warning than a because you can also air cure. There's a couple things when you're coating, you can cook it to cure it, but you can also air cure it. The difference is a matter of hours or a matter of like 14 business days. So
I've done some of the I still do. It's kind of expensive, but I just do it because it's easy. What's the other brand called? Duracoat. Not as durable, but I'm also not afraid of an actual semi-battle worn finish. I generally only lose a lot of coating, like where brass hits, right? So near the extractor or right behind the what do you call it? The shell deflector on an AR-15.
Yeah,
I think it's like $60 for an aerosol can, and you gotta let it dry for days.
Yeah,
but it holds up pretty well.
You know what I've done? In looking at rattle can, Duracoat, and Cerakote, there's something else that lies between Duracoat and Cerakote, which is the Brownell's Alumahide, and that shit is like, you do have to cook it on if you can. If there's some parts that you don't want to cook it on, like polymer past the typical temperature, or you don't want to cook it on like rubber and shit like that, but you can coat them. So then you just let those air dry, and then you let you aluminum, steel, some polymer, you can cook it on. But that shit is money, and it's pretty cheap. Dang, another super chat. Thank you. John Crump Live with a $5 super chat. Bob, what did you think of the trailer park for John Wick TV show that premieres in September?
Did you say trailer park for the John Wick TV show? What he meant was trailer, but
Yeah.
I didn't even know they were making one. Did you know they were making one? Of course you did.
He actually said trailer. I just wanted to say trailer park. But no, I didn't know they were making a TV show for John Wick.
I feel like he's messing with us. See, it's 50-50. John Crump just paid $5 to see if I would really believe him over Google. I'm not even going to Google it, dog. I knew nothing about it till right now, and I'm hyped for it. Thank you, John Crump, for bringing me this amazing news. I hope they did. Yeah, go ahead. I'll spin out on this. You see the Lincoln Lawyer, the movie with Matthew McConaughey, which I absolutely loved. Then there was a Lincoln Lawyer, the television show. Apparently, they're doing a second season of it, and with none of the same characters, right? Actually, it's like what do I call it? A
black guy?
No, a Spanish-speaking gentleman. Like I don't remember where he's from.
Oh, that's right. He was
and they did an absolutely incredible job. And normally I would say, no, you're not making a TV show out of that film. That film was gold. You can't do it. And it was great. So I'm excited for the John Wick TV show that premieres in September.
Shit, who? Well, the cool thing, John, is that you just paid $5 to give us news. Like that's usually it works the other way around.
That's how important the news is to John Crump. John Crump Live. John Crump News. Make sure you subscribe.
Double time. Actually, subscribe 3 times. That way you subscribe.
That's 3 times for the 1 time. Yeah, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. John Wick is okay. So who plays John Wick?
Oh, the Continental. I have heard of that. I don't know. John Wick is.
I would need to know. Okay, if Keanu Reeves is in on it, I'm down. No question. If it's like a bootleg version, I'm not going to be as excited to watch it.
Wait, we're giving something away? It's 11:20.
Oh, shucks. All right. Yeah. You're right.
I'm going to watch it. I'll watch it at least once.
You're right.
I'll watch it if John Crump says I should watch it.
Stream God. Giveaway. All right. Now, this is the Judge, which is the RMSC.
No, the Rock.
Sorry. But the Judge is the RMSC one, right?
The Rock. Yeah, the Judge is the RMSC.
The Rock. Okay.
Not Dwayne. I mean, you can name it Dwayne if you want, but.
All right, we are doing start collecting comments. So usually I do a crazy, funny, inappropriate one, but I will
do it
in the one case.
Don't you dare censor yourself.
Okay, all right, you're right.
On my behalf, don't.
Thank you. How was there already an entry? That's crazy. Okay, hang on.
Somebody might guess. I saw a bunch of hashtags flying earlier. If it's big deck for sure, I seen a big deck earlier.
Oh, they love the big decks.
And there was also somebody wrote big deck in the comments too.
You know, they love because we have a lot of conversations about our decks. We send deck pics to each other. Start collecting comments. Okay, so this is what we're doing, y'all. We're doing only minor inappropriate stuff tonight. So we are doing hashtag rock hard because it is a rock. And if you put it on a rock, right? Like, because you can do an RMSC to RMR cut plate and stuff like that. All sorts of stuff you can do with it. Hashtag rock hard.
No, never mind.
Hashtag rock hard, and that will enter you into the right now ADXR920. Good to see you, brother. If you type in hashtag rock hard into the comments, then we will enter you in to win a rock from Gideon Optics. And you too will be able to experience the crystal clear aperture of 7075 aluminum meeting the LED emitter of heaven itself. I'm just kidding, but it is really freaking clear. Like, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Now, while we do this, we'll give everyone a couple minutes to join in. We got 28 entries already. Beautiful. We do want to let you guys know some good news that Bob and I were talking before the show here, and if you guys, for some reason, rock hard decks, beautiful. If you guys, for some reason, because everyone can't win the giveaway, if you don't win the giveaway, do not fear. If you go into the description of this video, you're going to see that there's an affiliate link for the channel for Gideon Optics. It does support the channel. And then if you use code GLOWIES with an S, GLOWIES, then you will be able to get 10% off of your order. Yes, there we go. Let's put you on solo. Hold on.
Is that? Oh, it's even showing up not backwards. I don't know how the mirrors.
Nice.
All right, now back to my
Nice.
list of stuff I have to do later because I got to write down whoever won too.
Yeah, what's the best way for them to what's the best way for them to get a hold of you if they win the Rock Optic from Gideon Optics? Should they hit you up on Instagram? Should they email you? Or
Yeah, I'd use a support at Gideon Optics. And
okay,
we're still not saying the end of the addresses, right? It's the same as the end of the URL for the
yeah,
website.
.com.
.com. Yeah, that'll do. And I'm gonna write the name down so that I can filter out the scammers, man. You would not believe. Well, you run a business, man. You have to get the same ones.
Dude, it's sickening.
Not a week goes by. Sometimes not a day goes by. There will be consecutive days where somebody pretends. We've had people pretending they won things. A lot of people making up Gmails or making up Hotmails, and pretending to be influencers. We had a PSR impersonator.
I did hear
who the
about
last impersonator was, but yeah, people just like, hey, I do this channel, and I don't know. A lot of them look nearly identical. Oh, we also get the ones that are asking for refunds on orders they never made. That's a really good one too.
Constantly.
I got charged 3 times for this. Here's the exact dollar amount and cents that I got charged 3 times from your company, and the transaction doesn't exist. But it must work somewhere, right? Somewhere they just write an email to some company, random email address, right, or their info or their customer service, and somebody must give them money or give them free product. I think is what they're fishing for. Like, I ordered these things and you didn't give them to me.
Sometimes they get both. The scam that I deal with constantly, and now from when I started DLD hardware to now, I'm more protected than when I started. But people come in, they place an order, right? And then they get it delivered, and then they report it and do a chargeback later, right? And then the banks for so long were just, I literally sent this guy did a chargeback, right? I sent our email conversation with a picture of the product on his lap with his first and last name in the email, saying he said he didn't get the product, right? And I was like, here is a picture of him with the product in his lap, right? They still gave him the chargeback.
Yeah.
And so I lose the merchandise, I lose the money, and then I get a fee on top of that. And then my merchant services are like, bro, what the hell's going on? You know? So it's just shitty that people are willing to do that. We're going to go ahead and run the contest in a second. Nate D, thank you for the $5 super chat. Knights and I have done research and found out that Chuck Norris is behind Gideon Optics. Bob, can you confirm or deny?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I knew it. I actually heard that there was a Gideon Optic that got bitten by a rattlesnake. And did you hear what happened?
No.
After 14 days of excruciating pain, the snake died. That was the first time I've actually been able to use that joke, and someone laughed, right? Every other time I've said it, they're like, the snake died. I know. I'm like, God damn it.
No, I'm sure I heard that one before, but I'm old enough that I'm starting to forget things that I heard. So
yes,
we should hang out more often. You'll think you're twice as funny as you think you are now.
All right, guys, here's your last chance. If you type in hashtag rock hard into the comments or the chat box or whatever it is, and thank you, Nate, by the way, for that super chat. If you type in hashtag rock hard just as you see it, then you'll be entered in to win a rock, which is a gorgeous optic from Gideon Optics, a beautiful emitter in a 7075 aluminum body with a Picatinny rail as well, and it's an RMR footprint. You're gonna love it, folks. You're gonna love it.
Do they want one of these too? I still got a few leftover GunCon decals. Should I put one of those in the box too?
Oh, what? Yeah, dude, do it up. That's
is it weird to collect?
Oh, bro, no, dude, people love shit like that, man. We give away sticker packs here. We give away all sorts of stuff. So type. Okay, we just had like 7 people jump in. So if you type in hashtag rock hard, then you'll be entered in for the giveaway. And I'm going to run it in literally like 30 seconds because I know Bob needs to go home to his chitlins.
They'll be in bed, but it would be nice to wake up at a decent hour tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. It's gonna be hotter here again tomorrow too, man. I don't dig the heat. I'm not a tropical people. I don't like the cold really either, but
yeah,
I like fall. I like fall and spring, and they're like the shortest seasons anymore. Come on, Flying Rich.
Can you believe
it? Keep it professional. God.
See, it was probably a typo, but since he searches that so much, it just his phone auto.
That was for sure autocorrect.
Oh yeah. All right, we got 41 entries now. Here's your last chance. If you want to be entered in, you got to put it in right now because I'm about to run it. #RockHard. You'll be entered in for a pistol optic, red dot from Gideon Optics, and thank you to them for being willing to do this. So let's get Bob out of here. And remember, if you guys don't win, it's okay, because if you go in the description, you can click on the link and you can actually support Gideon Optics and DLD hardware, or DLD After Dark and DLD hardware by using that with code GLOWIES, as you see in the thingamajigger right there. So, all right, we just got 2 more entries. Let's go ahead and run it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, you tell me to click it.
Click it.
Boom. All right, let's see. Who's it going to be? This is the most exciting part. It's like, oh my God, I see my name. I see my name.
Firearms.
Shit. Yo, Integrity, Jonah, the man. Jonah, yo, actually, I don't know if this was Jonah or Alton behind Integrity Firearms, but you got to be here. I just want to say that. So, and John Kimball, you were in there. I saw it jumped up by 2 or 3 at the last second. I saw you go in there at the last second, or come in at the last second. So let's see if Integrity Firearms is here, because we can only give it away to people that are here. Night Custom Builds, Armitage, Fire Rodder. Let's see.
Hey!
I've never won shit before. Wow, that's awesome. And you know what's really cool is Integrity Firearms, Jonah, whether that's Jonah or Alton, dude, they're really big into night vision. They have an FFL. They're really good guys. So who knows? You guys may be able to work out some type of relationship. And yeah, they're great people to have on your team.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I don't have any night vision. I saw somebody asking about nods earlier. I'm curious for someone who has it. Well, one guy that I know has already experimented with it. So the bottom 2 brightness settings on all of the Gideon Optics are night vision.
Nice.
And so you go down, and it looks like it disappears if you're looking at it with a naked eye, especially in bright light. But there's 2, right? One low, and one medium low, I guess. But 2 that are almost invisible in naked eye, but are specifically for night vision.
Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. That's a really important feature. I am getting into night vision. I got my helmet actually from Integrity Firearms, my Wilcox mount. Jonah with Integrity helped me get that, and my next purchase is going to be the tube. I got my first IR laser from them as well. So as soon as I get a tube, I'll test the Gideon Optic with the night vision setting as well.
Freaking dope, man. Thank you for being here.
Oh, dude, you know what? You, man.
Have you seen these cards that my man's makes already? You got some of this?
You know what? I don't think I did see that. Oh no, that's dope.
You haven't seen these?
No. How have I not seen that?
This is, hold on. I didn't realize there was a back-to-back in here.
Is that Sabar Jesus?
Yeah.
No way.
Here. And actually be able to see the rest of it. So this is a decal.
What?
The camera isn't going to focus real well. Macnay. I doubt I'm pronouncing that correctly. MACNAY Arms.
Yeah, I think
this is like the. Go ahead.
I think it's McNay, something like that.
Yeah, MACNAY Macnay Arms. If you want to, I don't know. I think he just posts when they're done, and then people DM him and buy these. He makes entire sets. I know you're a Sabar fan. Do you want one of these Sabars? I got a couple extra Sabars.
Oh, bro, if you got an extra one, I would love to. I'm actually in the process right now of sticker balming a new background. I'm building a P80 brick wall back here on the wall, and then also next to it, I have that's actually Surprisingly, I thought it was going to be way more work than it was, but I'm doing that, and then I'm also doing a sticker bomb with like 4 big black like uh poster board things.
Finish it.
Yeah, big throbbing. Yeah, no. So yeah, I'm accepting any and all stickers right now. Yeah, so that would be awesome. I For that one though, because it's so special, I may just put like a little piece of tape on it and stick it there because that
Well,
one.
I'll send you 2.
What?
I have one for myself that I'm going to keep in the protector, right? So I got a whole set. He releases like 5 or 6 of them at a time. I think this is the second or third release of
Dang.
different personalities. There's PSRs in there, Tame the Bang. Who else? Who else do I have? P. Ralph.
Dang,
PSR.
oh,
Wait. Oh, dang. I only have one extra of those, but I might send that to you anyway because that was dope. Hoffman Tactical is in here.
oh
But he's
man,
not wearing a flat cap. I don't know. That's the first time I really looked at that picture and realized he's wearing like a toboggan instead of a flat cap. So
yeah, he's got to have the Peaky Blinders flat cap. You know that means a
pretty
lot.
dope.
Well, hey, dude, thank you so much for coming on. I honestly am really, really impressed with everything I've seen so far. I have not put any rounds through this thing, but the first thing I'm going to do next time I go to the shooting range is put it to the test, put some rounds through it, and see how it does, and slip it on the shotgun too. And I'm excited. And if for you guys out there, if you haven't like support Gideon, support the channel, click on the link in the description. It'll take you right to their website. Look at the features that are on this thing. We didn't jump too deeply into all the features, but for what you're getting for sub $200 for most of these, excluding the mediator, you guys are going to be really, really impressed. Shake awake, top battery, so you don't have to take it off and freaking recite it in, excuse me, to change it. Very, very nice solid clicks when you change the windage and elevation. Very, very crystal clear glass. And holy moly, you can see the shape of the reticle on
Don't
the
look directly
emitter.
into the light. No,
Oh,
wait, that
sorry.
was the sun. That was the sun. No, you can look directly
Oh,
into
I
the light.
can't see.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, but guys, show them some love. Stop by there, and thank you for doing the giveaway too. I know that means a lot to the viewers. And this can be confirmed. Hoffman's mother does like me. She says I'm kind or respectable, or what did she say, Rich? Something like that.
I think both of those are true. Those are both true.
Oh, thank you. I
You're
appreciate
one of the
that.
kindest people I think I know, probably on this planet, man.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, thank
See?
you for everything you do, man. Thank you for having me here. Thank you for letting me
Hell yeah.
give stuff away. Thank you
Yeah,
for letting me make a glowy code.
dude.
Chloe's Kurt 24 before we leave. Kurt 24. Miss you,
Yeah.
man. I hope Disney was awesome. Kurt 24 is the man.
Oh yeah, he's my guy, man.
He's
Dude,
everywhere.
Kurt, you're the man. He was literally sending me screenshots of people giving and gifting channel memberships because they don't show me. So like if I didn't have him, he's like the producer of DLD After Dark. I'm just gonna go out there and say that.
Wow.
And everyone's saying thank you, Bob. Even Bob said thank you, Bob. So I appreciate it, man. I know you've been working a super long day, so I'll let you go. And maybe one day I'll send a care package out to you as well because you send me care packages, and I need to return the favor.
Well, I'll see you in a few months. Are we going down to IV 88? No,
I will be there.
No alleged hurricane going to cancel my flight.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss it again, man. I'm hyped.
Not this year. Not this year. I'm going down there no matter what. So I'm definitely going to be there. So I will see you there. And again, what's the best way for people to get in touch with you? And you guys know how to get in touch, with Gideon. Go to the link in the description, click on it, and browse the site. Should they track you down on Instagram or what's best for them?
Yeah, Gideon Optics is on Instagram, or Oliver Drabington is on Instagram. If you want to follow me personally, because I'm kind of a big deal. I'm just kidding. I'm not. But
oh yeah, he is.
Oliver Drabington. I'm going to leave that one the same. That one hasn't changed. Yeah, our Gideon Optics has an Instagram, and I've kind of bounced back and forth between those. Actually, maybe me, Mike, or Jordan that answers you at the Gideon Optics IG. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And guys, anybody that you see openly rocking a shoulder rig, you can trust them. They're trustworthy people. So, except Steven Crowder, don't trust him or anything he says. Well, I'll go ahead and close out because I know you got to run. And thank you so much for coming on, man. I appreciate you. And you're always welcome to pop back on anytime. And whenever the time comes, I am excited to one day test the RMSC cut and the acro cut, because I may be working on something super duper exclusive and like next level super high speed shit with an acro mount thingy. And if I could get my hands on one day, Gideon would be front page news on that. So
all right, thank you.
yeah,
We'll work that out. Thank
yeah,
you. Thanks,
we'll chat
everybody.
offline. I'll tell you all about it, man.
All right.
All right, brother. Take it easy. Thank you.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.
Oh, peace. Awesome. That was really cool, man. The DLD 40 cal. Oh no, you guys, you gotta wait, man. Something really cool is on the horizon, and I'm pumped to get it out. I can't wait to send a kit. Dude, I love that you changed your name to Taco Syndicate. That is crazy dope. Like that's incredible. Integrity Firearms, dude, I'm pumped that you got that. You're gonna love it. I'm telling you, man, like once you feast your eyes on this, oop, oop, on that reticle, it's actually way bigger in real life, and the closer I move it, the smaller it gets. There you go. That'll give you a better picture. It's funny, I'm looking at my phone while I'm doing that, and it's like, no, it's not a better picture at all, but it is probably one of the most clear reticles that I've had, especially for a sub $200 motherfucker price range. You can't go wrong. So if you do want to show some love, if you're looking for some affordable optics, make sure you go to the link in the description and click on that. And if you use code GLOWIES, then you'll be able to save 10%. So yeah. And I think actually somebody typed code GLOWIES up in here. So I may be able to click on that. Where is it? Oh, I just saw it. Congrats. Look at that. Everybody see, this is the thing I love, man. You know, we got one of the coolest freaking communities in the world when everybody, there you go. Thank you, Live Life. When everybody is congratulating somebody else for winning the red dot. Most people would be like, damn it was so close. I saw my name. I thought I was next. I saw. Usually, what I've learned, if you see your name cycle through, you're probably not going to win. But how many incredible giveaways have we done over the past week? We gave away sticker packs, we gave away patches, we gave away Razor OTF knives. Like, bro, right? I gave away another OTF switchblade. 717 Rider won that. He posted it on IG. Like, man, it's cool, man. It's really cool to give back to you guys. And I don't know, I'm thinking that the Karambit may be one that I'm going to give away, since Crump doesn't need that one anymore. And maybe I'll give away these self-defense Sharpies. Ooh, these things are fire. I mean, they're kind of scary, right? Because they're Sharpies. Man, I know you're pumped. Z was the first one that won the OTF box cutter. This thing is freaky fresh, and he got the one with the stainless clip. And then we gave away a second one. We gave away patches, sticker pack, like all this stuff. And for anybody that is interested, I did just finally restock PF940C jigs, the polymer 80 ones. So after a very, very, very long wait, polymer 80, I do finally have the red P80 PF9 40C jigs on DLD hardware. So keep a lookout for that if you guys need any P80 jigs. And also, before we close here, I recently cleaned the Halo clone. Okay. Now, this is a gorgeous knife. Okay. This is probably one of my favorite OTF knives. And it's not double action, so it's a little unique, right? But man, I cleaned this thing up and actually cleaned it with Aegis. And shout out to Aegis, man. They're awesome. And if you use code DARK at Aegis, you save 10%. The cool thing, actually, is wherever you go and you shop, try code DARK. Like Attack Knives, you get 20% off your knife, or your order rather, Attack Knives. Use code dark or code glowies and just see what you can get. Who knows? Maybe even a company I'm not, affiliated with at all may still have a code dark. Just give it a shot. But this thing is super smooth. After I cleaned it up, man, put a little drop of oil on each side. Woo! This thing is bam, clean AF. That action is nuts. Here, last time on the count of 3. 1, 2, yeet. God, look at that thing. The Halo clone is fire. One day, if I can convince them to bring it back, maybe one day I'll put some of these knives on DLD hardware. We'll see. But anyway, in closing, actually, hold on. Before I do that, a few people were like, "Bro, you did not actually spend $500 on a Microtech Stitch SE, did you?" So first off, yes, this is a legitimate Microtech Stitch with the serial number and all that shit. It's from a legitimate knife dealer. But no, I did not drop $500 on this. Basically, I did a bunch of horse trading of stuff that I had laying around that somebody else could put to use. So we came to an agreement and did a little trade. So shout out to my guy that helped me with that. I never thought I would actually own a Microtech Stitch. And yeah, this thing, dude, that action, it feels like there's literally recoil on that action. Like it's crazy. But this is such a beautiful knife, man, and super grateful to have it. Never thought I would actually own one because they're a $500 knife. And look, I got 5 $100 knives laying over there, and all of them are great. But man, this one, there's something special about this. But shout out to Gideon Optics, shout out to Tack Knives, shout out to Goonbeam, all the companies that support, man. I appreciate it, man. It right now, more than ever, it means a lot to me. Horse trading, dark training horses now. No. That is smooth. It is. It's pretty nuts. I'll give you $5. $5. I think the dollar sign goes behind it, but I get what you're saying. Too rich for my blood, but definitely smooth. Bro, me too. I never could bring myself to drop $500. Ask Flying Rich how many times I've been sitting with him on the phone and be like, "Oh man, I want this so bad," but could you ever imagine dropping $430 to $460 and walking out with this? I'd be looking at it like, "Huh?" Like that's it. Look, I get it. Great action, great material, great steel, right? And then you see the knockoffs online and they're like $29. But obviously the material and the action, this shits on those, right? Like those are 440 carbon blades, right? With plastic l- uh, scales with no liners. Like, come on. This has that solid steel. Bro, I actually saw some companies that actually make these like heat treated titanium ones that are like rainbow, and then also the same thing for the pocket clips. But most of them are out of stock anyway, and I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. But anyway, I just wanted to show a little bit of love. Horse trading. That's one sweet knife. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. And make sure to check out Integrity Firearms too, man. Those guys are the guys, man. And yo, is that Jonah or Alton back there? The quality steak knife. Yeah, an entire steak knife set for your home and your secondary apartment that your wife doesn't know about, and your beach house. $500 for that, and some pots and pans too. Process a deer or wild game, then you will see why good knives are expensive. So I did actually. I used a Gerber to cut open my first deer, and holy shit! I mean, no pun intended, because I accidentally punctured the sack, and there was doo doo and corn and blood everywhere. Oh man, I will not make that mistake again. Get a Boker Kalashnikov, best knife for the money. So I actually had one for a really long time. That thing is a great knife, and it's inexpensive 440 carbon steel, but it's a great button lock auto side folder. That thing's dope. I actually gave it to my nephew for a gift. I had the flat dark earth one with the flat dark earth coated blade. Pretty fire. Um, Alton Jonah is on a date with a hard deck. That's hilarious. Well, yo, when you get the optic, put it to use. Run some rounds through it and let me know what you think about it, especially for the price tag that it has. $1.99. I think they may be on sale. I don't know. Check the prices. Go to the link in the description. Show some love. Obviously, I'm not pushing anyone to spend money, right? It's you know, FDE does rock. I love FDE. Makes you have weird dreams. Hold on. What? Did you drink the blood? No, I did not. Absolutely not. Don't get down like that. We're not pulling the drink the blood. I had to eat the heart. Yeah, that's yeah, old Pat what's his name? Is that Patrick Swayze? Yeah, that was Patrick Swayze, right? Yeah. Anyway, all right, I got to crash. I got to be up very early tomorrow morning. So we're gonna bring it to an end here, and I just want to thank everybody for rocking with me. Thank everybody for showing some love. All the companies, Gideon Tack Knives, Goonbeam, JM4 Tactical Holsters, Integrity Firearms, like all you guys that have really been helping and holding me down. I'm super, super grateful for all y'all. When things get difficult, the real people that are sticking around, those are the ones in life that that you need by your side. So I appreciate all you guys. Love all y'all, man, for real. And Goonbeam, man, you're the man. This dude, super giving, super gracious, and always on point. Best products. And have you noticed that the people that come through are the ones with like the best products for the best price? Like, I mean, I'm in the end, I'm just a dude that likes gun shit just like you guys. So that's what I'm looking for. The best shit for the best price. Bing bong boom. Take care, y'all. Be kind, or else. There you go. All right, so let's go ahead and bring it in. Appreciate all you guys, man. Say something kind to somebody, right? Like boost somebody up, show them some love, and support somebody. Do something nice for somebody. Pay for somebody behind you in the drive-through, the toll booth, Starbucks, whatever. Just show some love. But I appreciate all you guys, and let's close out with the rules. As we all know, there are rules that we should live by. They are standards and expectations that you choose to put on yourself, on your children, right? Pass it down. And that way you kind of have some control over who you choose to be. And my rules are rule one is to be kind, because it's so important to be kind, and everything that you do, that brief interaction that you have with somebody else, could have a massive impact on their life. So just be kind. Rule number two is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution. Mom, is dinner ready? Live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. Because when you give to others, when you bless others, you become blessed. Because a hand that's open to give is open to receive. Now, also, rule number three, which I think is one of the most important, definitely in the top three, because we know that the only way for us to defeat evil, is for good men skilled in violence. Hold on. Let me start this over. I fucked this all up. I'm trying to read the comments and messing around while I'm doing this. Because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence, make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am out. We're going to be doing some more giveaways, so make sure you comment, and I'll see you guys. There will be no show this Saturday, just because I'm doing every other Saturday, but every Tuesday and Thursday. I already got next week booked with some baller guests, so keep an eye out. It's going to be gangsta. I'll see y'all soon. Love y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, even if you share with yourself, and then comment, because you help me. You help my channel. And remember, I was banned for 46 days and 9 hours. Well, I was gone for that long. Now, my next strike isn't going to be gone until August the 18th. They could turn that shit around at any time. So, I could lose this any day. And yeah, yeah. So appreciate all y'all. Love all y'all. Be easy. Be kind. Stay strapped. Get clapped. Love y'all. Bye.